Hello everyone and welcome back to Faithful to the Traitors, where we are here to discuss the Traitors US Series 4, Episode 4. It's one of those.
Don't do that. We messed up last time when we tried to be clever with that. I'd like to do
never mess up.
Sure. I'd like to do a quick shout out to all our friends out there in BravoCon land. Howdy to you all. Hope you're enjoying BravoCon. See you there, 2026.
No, you won't.
BravoCon. There's a BravoCon. What the hell is BravoCon? There's a convention for Bravo. Well, I suppose.
But DragCon. But BravoCon.
But for Bravo shows.
I want to know why Lisa replied with, no, you won't. It's like, well, what does that mean?
Caroline's not big enough.
Is Caroline not a big enough star of Dubai?
The spin-off of Dubai clearly isn't as big as whatever one the other one's in. I don't know. I don't follow the Housewives series. No. And I know it's hugely popular in America. And I know it's quite well loved in the UK. But I don't know. I can't be bothered. Enough. I'm not gay enough. That's my problem. And it's always been my problem in life. I'm just not
the gayest faithful one here, Michael, is a big Housewife fan. So
He is.
He's got his gay card.
I enjoyed watching a video this week of Michael having a snowball thrown in his face.
Same. It literally made me laugh when I saw it. It was like, that's just the best thing ever.
And what made it
there moaning and then a snowball in his face.
That's what made it even sweeter. He was stood there with his camera like that going, oh, I've got something to moan about. And then he then had a snowball thrown in his face. Oh, it's lovely. It was a lovely moment.
Even when they did the trail for next week, like we don't really watch the trails for the next episode just to keep everything spoiler free. But all it was clips of him shouting into nothing again,
the void.
So yeah.
And really, the only clip we have to talk about, because we know it's a very Michael light episode, Michael Rappaport light episode. But I might as well point out at the start of the show, and it's something that I've noticed other people are now noticing. Why does he shovel food into his mouth like a JCB, like going beep beep beep?
I know.
When did Michael learn to eat that way? Like a child, like a toddler. That's how a toddler eats when they're in their high chair and they're given a bowl and a spoon and they're going, no.
But it's just the way that he lodges the plate into his mouth and then just spoons it in.
It's quite a feat, to be fair, that he's able to stretch his mouth wide enough that he can actually fit the diameter of the plate into the space of his gob, and then he's able to just literally. And the food isn't in a narrow avenue either; it's quite a wide path of food, and he just shovels it in all in one go, and he doesn't even chew it; he just swallows.
Like a duck, as Lenny would say on The Simpsons.
Exactly.
He doesn't eat like a pig, he eats like a duck.
Yeah, he lifts his neck up in the air like that, and you just see his Adam's apple wobble a little bit, and he's like swallowing food. Not chewing it whatsoever. So yeah, that's our Michael chat for this week. Hello everyone, I'm Alex.
And my name's Ben.
And if you like the podcast and you want to talk about it with us, we're not only covering the US series, we're covering the UK series, and we cover all the versions around the world and other reality shows and other TV shows. You can go to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and on there's got all our social media links. But also on there, it's got all the ways you can watch us on YouTube, Spotify, or listen to us on any of your favourite podcast apps. If you are watching us, don't forget to comment underneath the video, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. If you're listening to us, also you can comment on there as well. And please don't forget to subscribe. Give us a 5-star review if you enjoy the podcast. And listen to our back catalogue, because there might be something there you might enjoy. And if you enjoy us so much that you think, you know what, they deserve a bit of a gold coin, then go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can buy us a £5 one-off or monthly gold coin, which helps with the show as well.
It does. It keeps us going.
It does. Keeps us having to watch Michael. We're not doing this for free, guys. We're doing this. We have to be paid to watch Michael put food in his
How much longer can he last? Because everyone still hates him. So I don't know.
Well,
he's still shouting.
I don't think people do hate him in the game just yet. But I fear that we've got that to come. Like I say, I think next episode is going to be.
Or you hope?
Well, I think we've got a Michael heavy episode next episode.
Oh joy. Joy.
So we'll have lots to talk about.
So we left off last week where it was the people tied up to a tree.
Yes, by their wrists.
Eric heard someone laugh. Ron heard some light fairy footsteps.
Yes. Kristen
just told them to bugger off and said, if you want to kill me, kill me. I'm not pleading for you.
I like Kristen.
Caroline was like, hello. You're here to kill me, are we?
Hang on. Is this Eric in the room with me right now? Is this Eric doing his wonderful Scottish impersonation, which is no way... Yeah. All right, Governor, I'm in Scotland. Eric, Get a map out, mate, and work out where you're doing your accent from.
Well, not you think you want to talk.
Well,
but carry on.
I know I do bad accents, but at least I pretend to think it's a good accent. Eric thinks it's an excellent accent.
Mm-hmm. It's a good English one, but it's not a Scottish one.
It's not a great English one. It's
Scottish is hard.
It's what the Americans think we speak. All right,
that's how Caroline speaks. For some reason.
No, Caroline speaks like this and almost like the Queen's English.
You're here to kill me? Yes, so Caroline...
Faith is me.
Poor Caroline was the one that got the chop, the axe.
Literally.
But the faithful at breakfast were doing something fairly smart. They were interrogating each person as they came into the room to see who tells the truth, who misses details. And Ron was the first one in. I feel really sorry for Ron. He's really getting picked on this series, and I feel there's no reason for it. He doesn't give Traitor at all.
Well, he did the big mistake, and he said himself, to be fair, Ron did say that, like, what he did on the first Roundtable when he went straight for someone and it was the faithful, it looked bad. And
everyone else voted for Portia too, not just him.
Yeah, but he was the one who instigated it. He was the one who really pushed the agenda. And he understands that look is going to stick with him now throughout the whole show. Ron also said something which was quite sweet, I thought, and that is that he's not on all the time. Like a lot of the people on the series, BravoCon, are like, they're celebrities, so they feel like they have to be on all the time. They have to always be like in front of the camera. They always have to be like that. But Ron's like, I'm not that kind of person. I can't be on all the time. So when he's
an actor.
I'll help. He's a comedian, actually.
Is he?
I believe he's a comedian.
Well, he's also an actor. Well, according
to the fact file we have in front of us, it says comedian underneath his name.
Oh, yeah, he's from SNL and stuff, isn't he? But also
S&M.
SNL.
Yeah,
is it SNL? Saturday Night
Live. Saturday Night Live, governor.
You're on when it's on air. You're off when you're backstage.
Yes.
That's what actors are like.
I get that. I do get that, because you can't be Ron 100% of the time. Ron is clearly a personality, a character.
Persona.
Like Lorraine Kelly. Any American listeners will know exactly what I'm talking about. Lorraine Kelly said for tax purposes...
Like Andy Cohen, for our American listeners.
Did he do the same thing then?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to relate to the American listeners.
But for tax purposes, Lorraine Kelly said that what she does on TV is an act, hence why she has to pay a lesser tax.
Good point.
So to Ron maybe puts on this Ron personality, but behind the scenes, Ron is not the same person.
I mean, Stephen's an actor, and he's not really doing much, lighting up the sky.
Stephen is... I keep wanting to say Mike all the time. Stephen is very, very dull, very boring, doesn't need to be there. And
looks good in the red t-shirt, though.
Disagree. And I think any excuse for them to find to get rid of him will be fine by me. I'm just waiting for them to... Like, he's already up for murder. And
I think he might be the one.
Do you? Because they say he's good at missions, and as soon as you click that one... The Americans, they're quite smart, really, because they keep people in who... Exactly.
Need the money.
They keep them in.
Tiffany needed the money, too.
She did. She needs the money.
So, they were interrogating people. And Ron gave his story, but he left out the vital clue that there was an axe. That was very important for some reason to everyone. Everyone was like, suspicious.
Why didn't you say there was an axe?
Everyone else is mentioning the axe. It's like, well, everyone else saw the axe because they were doing it when there was 9 cages, not let alone when there was 4. So I feel it wasn't that important, people, but they want to go for Ron. Who else came in? Eric came in. He had his suspicion that he was keeping secret his thing was he heard someone laugh.
He heard someone laugh, but we didn't find out who he heard laugh until the Roundtable.
I love how the edit showed all 3 traitors laughing with echoes. Like they had to run through hours and hours of footage to find a laugh from each person. So he had that secret bubbling away, which he wasn't telling anyone. Lisa then had to come in, and obviously she's a traitor. So
she hammed it up a little bit, and a few people did point out.
Actress.
Well, a few people pointed out that she did too much, and they felt like there was almost like a coordinated presentation was given to the group.
Always on,
and she kept asking them to pause for a minute. Every time they asked a question, she was like, "Oh, can I just get this? Thank you." And so she had a minute. To be fair, which is a smart thing to do because it gives her a minute to quickly work out what she has to say. Her brain obviously doesn't trigger quite as quickly for like interrogation. So, yes, to lie. So every time it was like, Lisa, I'm just gonna have some tea. Lisa, I'm just gonna have some salmon.
Put the kettle on.
Yeah.
Salmon Gate. What's going on here?
There should be a salmon con in that blooming castle. They're obsessed with it. I'm the first one in, and I can eat all the salmon.
There's only a limited amount for some reason. It's like, so whoever comes in first gets the salmon, because they mentioned it on the UK one recently too. So what's going on with the salmon?
I don't think salmon's a luxury item. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't bought salmon in years. But like, well, I suppose it's Scottish salmon. Maybe it's a different to American salmon. But, they're celebrities. Surely they can have salmon at the drop of a hat.
Well, not on this table, not on this budget, apparently.
No,
it's
apparently
limited to the first 4 that come in. So that's interesting. But Lisa kept her lies.
Michael's like a penguin, and when he has a fish, he goes... And then it comes back out with just bones.
I don't want to think about him.
Okay.
Thank you. Lisa's lies, they were fine. She said it was a leather mask, not a gold mask, which Monet tried to catch her out on. Mm-hmm. So she was good. She was theatrical, but she's a housewife from BravoCon, so you have to be theatrical. So that kind of was okay.
That's true. That is true, yeah. So they finished their breakfast at the breakfast table. Not much gleamed from them interrogating, apart from, as you say, the axe that Ron omitted from the conversation.
Such an important thing.
So important. But Tiffany then decided to gather a little group and told everyone that she wants to start the charge toward Ron, Jam Jam, and Michael. Mm-hmm. She is convinced they are the 3 traitors, and she wants to get them one by one, starting with Ron.
Yes. I did say this last week that Tiffany's not a good player.
No. For a game player, she's not a good game player.
Yeah, and I liked her, and she was funny. She said good things. She made good points. She put herself across well, but I stand by what I say. I don't think she's a good game player. And she made lots of rookie moves, and that again was a bit silly, where she was just sitting there saying these 3 quite random names, because last week she was Michael's BFF. And, and then she's saying it publicly, Michael's one of them, but go for him last. It's like, there's no plan or logic.
I think she did say that she thought Michael at the time of them playing the cage game together, but she was kind of keeping him close. Like, this is a series, again.
Yeah, but then she said this out loud now. It's like the next episode. It's like, well, that's not going to help anything.
That's not going to help keep Michael close, because now Michael knows how your intentions are going. I mean, this has been a series where a few people have said that they've kept people in on purpose. I mean, Candice wants to keep Tiffany in on purpose because she sees her as a faithful who she can keep close and have her save each other in the game. So Candice kind of really did fight with Tiffany on Tiffany's side and fight Tiffany's corner later at the round table. I mean, I don't know. I think Tiffany has... I mean, Ron's an easy target, isn't he? Like, anyone... You could just say Ron and everyone's like, yes. And I think Ron is kind of being toyed now. Like, he's always there in the background as someone who's going to get banished eventually. And the traitors even know this, like, to the point where when they got to the conclave, they were instantly straight away said, I don't need to think about Ron, who's next? And so they just moved on. So Ron's always a safe bet. Unfortunately, obviously, he's a faithful, but he's always a safe bet that if you say Ron's name, you're guaranteed going to get a bit of support. So maybe Tiffany kind of threw Ron's name out there, but was guiding more toward someone else. And she was kind of trying to get Jam Jam out instead. But Tiffany didn't really have a chance, unfortunately, with the round table, because everyone kind of then went with Colton's plan, which was to blindside Tiffany. He wanted to take a swing, and he wanted to blindside Tiffany and go and convince everyone to kind of go and look at Tiffany and see that she's actually controlling the game. And most players who control the game are traitors.
And that's what the thing. That's why these gamers don't do well, because they're trying to play the game too early. If you're a faithful, don't play the game that early, because you look like a traitor. And like the faithfuls who don't get murdered are people like Tara or Stephen.
Yeah, the two
Johnny.
Boring.
You just sit there, sway about a bit, do some missions, don't throw out loads of people's names, and you stay into the end, and then you can win. Gamers are trying to play the game too quickly. She said it herself. She's like, I'm 4 steps ahead of everyone. It's like, well, that's great, but you're going to be killed on step 2.
Yeah.
Because you'll think about step 4. So
yeah, which is smart, to be fair. Which is smart,
it is, but it doesn't work if you're a faithful.
Yeah, in a game of deception where you kind of build. We say this every series, and I'm getting sick and tired of saying it, and I'm going to say it again. So this game doesn't work in the same mindset as Survivor or Big Brother in America anyway, because Big Brother UK and other international versions aren't the same as the American version, but where there's a public vote. But like you have to get people on your side and convince them that you will bring them to the final with you. That doesn't work in this show. Like, you can be close to a traitor, you can suspect someone who's a traitor and stick by them, but there's no guarantee that traitor is not going to turn on you later on.
No,
and it just doesn't work in the same way.
For a traitor, if you're BFFs with one, actually sometimes for a traitor it's good for you to just kill them because it makes you be like, Lisa would never kill that person because they're best friends. Caroline.
Exactly. So to keep alliances in this game isn't the same. Yeah, have a group of 2 or 3 where you can kind of gang vote together. You know, you can collect your votes together and go for the same people. If you have agreement in what you believe someone to be a traitor, but it doesn't work to keep traitors in the game in the same sense it doesn't work to keep people in the game just because, you know, you're convinced that they'll keep you safe. It doesn't work in this series, in the Traitors. But in Survivor, of course it works because it's a game of betrayal. So, I mean, the only people who should be thinking about betrayal are the traitors, not the faithful.
Exactly. So it doesn't work.
So it doesn't work, basically. Well, long story short, it just doesn't work. And that's why gamers never do well in this series. Never do well. But they keep putting them in there, and everyone keeps going, oh my God, have you seen who's in? It's Thingy from Survivor Series 27. They came 10th. They're really hard. And it's like, oh, great, whoopie-doo.
So saying that, Natalie's still my number 1.
We love Natalie. But
my Survivor.
Natalie's playing a smart game because she's actually kind of balancing the accusations out. Like, and she even, when I think Tiffany or someone came to her about a name, she said, okay, I'm just thinking about it. While everyone else was going, yeah. She was just like, yeah, okay. And she's not taking it. And Tiffany isn't taking anything. Tiffany is. Natalie isn't taking anything personally. Tiffany, and as we saw in this episode, Moira, and as we've seen in previous episodes, Michael, takes things very, very personally. Like, they take it as a personal attack.
Yeah. I noticed that too, and we like Moira, but
I love Moira.
Apparently, we're saying her name wrong as well.
Oh, Moira?
Oh, I don't know. Everyone in the UK, I swear, calls her Moira. Even on the show with Celebrity, we watched her for 3 weeks. Okay, they said Moira, but apparently it's Mora.
Well,
whatever.
I'm not being funny, and I love you, America, but like you say, Graham, so
true. And Lara Croft.
Lara, exactly.
Although who knows?
No, they say Lara. They say Laura.
I know.
It's Lara.
It's Lara. Anyway,
Lara.
The comments might be from people from UK. I don't know. I swear her name is Moira, so that's what I'm going to do for now. I can't physically say more. I can't physically say the way it's pronounced.
Moira.
Anyway, she took it very personally.
Yes.
And I like Moira normally, but yeah, I lost her a little bit there. I thought, well, why are you? It's because it's Ron, and Ron's so sweet and innocent.
I know,
you can't cope. I can't handle it.
I know. I love Ron so much, and but this is the thing. This is another thing. Like, maybe he's playing us. Well, obviously we know he's not a traitor, but like, this is something that was brought up by Candice, that Ron is playing the sympathy card. Like, every time like people say his name, or he's in the room and he hears like people are talking about him, he always goes, "Oh, why me? Woe is me."
Yeah, it's like a teddy bear who looks sad. He looks like Winnie the Pooh who's been hit.
I love it.
Or Eeyore or something, and he goes, "Oh, why me?
Why me?"
So yeah, I suppose he does do that a lot, but at the same time, they are ganging up on him, so he has a right to do that. I
agree. I think he's the one that's basically from episode 1 people have just targeted. And to his defense, the reason he did go in episode 1 so hard for Portia was because he heard his name being said. So a lot of people were saying his name at the time. Plus, it didn't help Ron that he had a friendship with Donna, who ended up being a traitor.
Secret traitor, very important.
Secret traitor, yeah.
Colton had a big plan then, so he had the plan to take out Tiffany, which he was gathering around. Yes. All the men were talking, weren't they? It was Colton, Mark, Monet. Who was the other one? There was one more. Stephen, was it? Or no, it was Robert. All the lads were there playing croquet. They were playing.
Quiet woman, men talking.
And he thought Tiffany's the one I'm going after. So Colton seems to have a lot of sway in this game.
It's his little time.
Because he also did the heading for, was it Donna? Or Paul? It was Donna, wasn't it?
He helped.
Yeah,
he helped get Donna.
He has a lot of sway, I feel. So that's interesting.
Maybe that helped him, but it didn't help him so much this time around because he obviously went for Tiffany and Tiffany wasn't. But Colton didn't really take a brunt of the blame for it. Eric did, because Eric was the one who brought up the laugh he heard around the what do they call it? The
ceremony.
The ceremony, yes. Because who said it was a ceremony? It's like Jam Jam said it was a ceremony, which brought a lot of people thinking.
And they said only a traitor would know it's called ceremony.
Ceremony, yes. And only a non-traitor would know there was that. And poor old Eric said that the laugh came from dramatic pause.
99% sure.
99% sure.
Tiffany.
Tiffany, yeah. It was Tiffany.
I know.
Not the right
Not
person.
Candice, not Lisa, not Rob.
And suspiciously, he said, I'm a musician, so I know these things. And then later on, was it Rob said, you're really good damn on pitch. So I would believe you. It's like, what? What an odd thing to say.
Rob's a traitor, so he was happy to push the Tiffany thing.
Pitch. Even a couple of people around the table were a bit like, sorry, Rob.
No, I have to listen to Eric's music, see how good his pitch is.
Well, I don't see how that relates to his
Because a laugh is
laughing.
different pitches. Maybe he meant tone. I don't know.
I don't know.
Eric heard what he heard. I'm assuming he heard Candice laugh.
Well, Candice is the most...
Candice or Lisa?
Well, I would say Candice is the most, like...
Similar accent.
Not similar, kind of the most...
Pitch?
Standout. Yeah, most pitchy.
The same
laugh.
pitch as Eric.
It's the one that stands out. Like,
It could have been a
Lisa's
crew
laugh.
member. Could have been Alan Cumming.
It could have been Lala.
I mean, we know that Eric doesn't know the difference between Scottish accent, English accent, American accent.
This is also a point. It's like, they're all saying like how great Eric is as a musician, and that means that he knows pitch, but he can't tell the difference between an English accent and a Scottish accent. So I feel like
It was
there
a
is
dirty
problems here.
camp laugh. So it was Tiffany, Candice, Lisa, Caroline, Kristen, Tara,
No,
Donna.
he was definite that it was Tiffany.
No, 99% sure.
99% sure. I'm convinced. I'm convinced.
Didn't go well. So I feel he's now not going to be listened to probably anymore.
Yes, I think he's kind of lost the sway, and but I don't think Colton has. Colton still, I think, has got a backing behind him.
Yeah, well, he's like Teflon, isn't he?
And his tiny little tie.
He's invincible. Right, so before we go on to who's talking about murdered, we need to remember the ones we have lost.
Yes, we do.
So after this advert, we will talk about them. Right, so we've got it. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
What's your name and where do you come from?
Who are we starting with?
Well, the one that was axed in the face.
Caroline.
I love how they edited it. Like, they literally were implying that the axe was straight into the centre of her face on that tree. It's like, okay, I understand, Peacock.
Nothing less what she deserves.
Caroline first entered the Bravo universe in 2014. The Bravo
BravoCon.
universe. She's not been invited to that yet. As one of the original cast members of Ladies of London.
All right, Governor, I'm a lady from London.
Never heard that show before. She remained on the show for 3 seasons before switching to The Real Housewives of Dubai, which last aired in September 2024. So it's on hiatus at the moment.
It's or
Don't know what's going on.
Axed.
Blame Caroline. She is also a businesswoman,
Of course she is.
a podcaster.
Of course she is.
Who isn't nowadays?
Exactly. Who hasn't got a
And
podcast?
She's a mother of 3.
Who isn't?
Same. She recently penned an essay for Today.com in 2024.
Ooh.
That's when Real Housewives of Dubai went on hiatus. What was the essay about? It was about her desires to have more children in the future with her husband, who is 18 years her junior. Why is that added?
I know, that's unnecessary, isn't it? They
Her husband, who's 18 years younger than her.
Yeah.
What a cougar. It's like, okay.
Exactly. Or they might have said, what a cradle snatcher. They've obviously added that as like a swipe toward her.
Well, I don't like that.
That's so unnecessary.
So I'm
I bet they would have
redacting
done,
that.
if that was a man,
That was Michael.
they would have said that. They would have said, and his beautiful wife.
Michael Fabricant.
Yeah, Michael Fabricant and his beautiful wife, who is 16 years old. I caused jest.
Yes. So there you go. That's Caroline. So she's got... I mean, it was a bit of an odd essay. It's like, well, what?
Have you read the essay? How can you
Well,
judge someone's essay without reading it?
Desire to have more children. It's like, well...
You're like those people who basically hear on the internet that something bad happened on a TV show and you write to Ofcom and then they're like, did you watch it? And you're like, no.
Okay, well, the headline of the article on Today.com is, I'm 48 and my husband is 29. That won't stop us from having a baby. Although we all do know that the people who write articles don't write the headlines. So she may not have even said that either.
No, she probably didn't.
No. So I'm on Caroline's side here, but I'm not going
Why is
to
there a
read.
picture of a donkey?
That's an advert. Adopted donkey today. It's an advert on Today.com. Lovely husband. Mm-hmm. So there you go in Dubai. I'm not going to read her. I might read it later, maybe.
Yeah, let's just carry on.
Okay.
Right. We've had enough of Caroline. Let's talk about Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Where'd you come from? Tiffany.
Tiffany was the mastermind behind one of the greatest Big Brother alliances of all time, titled The Cookout.
I bet they were around the kitchen then.
Tiffany devised a plan to make sure that her alliance made up the final 6 house guests. And she succeeded. Although,
Get ready.
did she succeed?
No, because she placed
Six house guests. The final six.
The mastermind of this plan and of the final 6 housemates.
Thanks for this plan, Tiffany. Now we're going to get rid of you and vote you out. Bye.
Well, what a mastermind.
She later competed on Series 1. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Series 1 of the Challenge USA. But was eliminated in the second week.
Mastermind.
Bless her. So
Mastermind.
I'm sure there's more. I'm sure she has a podcast. I'm just going to say it. She has a podcast, everyone. So listen to that as well.
Yeah, listen to a podcast.
And she did leave us with these great words.
I hope the fuck they didn't.
So she's made her mark.
I like that. That was good. So
She's made
Tiffany,
her
10 out
mark.
of 10 for that one. I love you.
So, banished.
Yes, so there you go.
So
So
Tiffany
conclave.
went. Everyone cried. Candice seems to be the most sort of affected by this. Like the being a traitor is not as fun as she thought, because now someone she liked, who needed the money, who was there for a reason, has now been banished unfairly.
Well, as I said, Candice wanted to keep Tiffany in as an ally, and unfortunately her plan didn't quite
I think she did feel guilty though. Like Rob doesn't care. He's traitor, but I think Candice is feeling like the
bit deflated
the
by
emotions of it.
Candice made a good case as well, to be fair, that before they got to the round table and she realised that people were bringing up Tiffany's name, she said, like, when we've made this mistake once already, we all went in there thinking, Ron, let's go for Ron. And then we ended up voting for Portia. Let's make sure that we don't make that mistake a second time. And they did. They did the exact same thing again.
Eric.
And Tiffany, by a landslide, got voted off. 15 to Ron's 2.
That's because Eric said, I'm 99% sure. So
a lot of people
evidence.
said it was Eric's evidence that convinced them, and I mean, I'm not gonna have a go at Eric for that, because honestly, I think that was probably the most convincing evidence, and if he genuinely heard it, then good for him.
He should have done another percent. He should have said, I'm 78% sure.
78. That's very random.
Yeah, but 99, it's like, well, if you're wrong, you're in big trouble.
I'm
and he
2/3 sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely the laugh of Tiffany.
Or he should have said 110%.
Why didn't they take Ron's tippy-toe light feet?
I know. Moira was like, I'll take it as a
Obvious.
compliment. I'm skinny, thanks. And
Well,
it's like,
then,
well,
if
okay.
Moira did say that, then she's just put herself down as being a traitor.
But she's skinny, so
Yeah,
she'll
but-
take it.
Yeah, but she won't take that, would she? Because she would then be telling everyone she's a traitor.
What Tiffany should have done is piped up then and said, Ron, I think Ron, Yam Yam and Michael are traitors. One of you is now suddenly saying it's light-footed around there. You're all heavy-footed guys. So I think you're one of you. She could have maybe swayed a few votes there, maybe, but she
or
didn't.
said, what size feet are you all? And then Yam Yam would be like, oh, I'm 5. And then
I'm
be
a
like, well, there you go, tiny feet.
Eric would say, I'm a Scottish foal. So the mission meant that some had shields, some didn't. Tiffany didn't, but she's gone. Lisa didn't. Tara, Monet, Moira, Jam Jam, Rob, Michael, Johnny, Ron, Stephen, all were up for murder.
Monet, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry,
So,
shut up. I'm just.
They were
carrying on.
narrowing them down very quickly around that turret. Lisa's a traitor, Rob's a traitor. Can't do them.
Michael.
There's no point doing Michael because he shouts at clouds, so there's no point. Ron's already got his suspicions on him, no point.
Jam the same.
Jam Jam, suspicion.
Yeah.
Stephen can lift up a boulder, so keep him in.
They did say no lead, but he's good on mission, so they kind of wrote him off. And they said, they said the same pretty much with someone else as well, but I can't remember who.
Monet was good at games.
There you go.
Tara and Johnny are up, and I'm thinking...
Oh, sorry to quickly go back to Monet really quickly.
Yes.
Monet did
Drag
bring
queen.
up Lisa's name, but he did it in front of just Candice. So, but I don't remember seeing that. So is this
No.
Candice playing a game?
I think it is because she told
with Lisa.
Lisa, she said to Lisa, Monet said your name during the mission, made you not have your shield. Monet didn't get rid of Lisa.
Well, no
Monet
one got rid
got
of
rid of-
Lisa, because Lisa... Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think Monet got rid of Tiffany.
Okay.
But Candice said Monet got rid of you. So she's either made a mistake
I don't
in
think
lying or she's doing it on purpose.
I don't think it was done over that, though, because as I said, Lisa then said in the Candice, who heard, yeah, and Candice said no one heard. It was just said between me and Monet, so it must have been done in a quiet corner somewhere. Now, either it was not picked up by production, or Candice is lying to Lisa, and this is the first kind of like deceit within the traitors.
Two housewives.
Between the two housewives, yeah. So I'm keeping an eye on that one, is all I'm going to say, because obviously that was a reason that Lisa brought up, that Candice had brought up. And Lisa said, it was a bit tricky though if someone said it. Did anyone here know? Oh, okay, so maybe I could get rid of him if no one else heard it, but he's good at games, so we'll keep him in. So I do think this is the first kind of little tear between Candice and Lisa. I will wait and see. But maybe I didn't. If you didn't spot it either,
I'm sure there's something going on there. Something fishy.
Oh, poor fishy.
Katie Price. So yeah, I think Tara or Johnny seem like an easy one here, because everyone else kind of has suspicion on them, and those two don't. Also,
Johnny's not good at the challenges, is he? We've seen it happen twice now.
He wanders around.
He couldn't find skulls in the challenge just gone, and he couldn't find the spears in the new challenge. And also, he refused to he kind of looked like panicked every time like a spear was found. It's like, sharp thing, and then kind of ran the opposite direction. And also, he wouldn't make a decisive decision also for when they were stabbing the Wicker Man-esque statues.
And they did say Moira, but Rob was very quick to sort of be like, oh no, not her, because he's got we're both Love Island people, so that's his he's taking her to the final thinking that they're going to win together, and he's going to backstab her.
Literally carrying her to the final, because he carried her in the challenge today.
Not Dorinda though.
No, Dorinda hasn't had a lay in a long time, which is what
Alan coming to hers, not ours.
Yes. But no, also don't forget that if they went for Moira, it would look too obvious because
the Ron thing,
and then everyone would be like, well, no, that's too obvious now, so maybe it isn't Ron after all. So, and they've got a good thing going with everyone thinking it's Ron, so they might as well just keep that one.
I think it's one of the ice skaters going.
Yes, me too. I think Johnny is off, I'm afraid. And to be fair, I'm not going to miss him.
I mean, him and Tara both haven't really done much, so... Yeah. I'd get rid of Stephen, but they don't want to get rid of him for some reason.
With the games, he's good at the games. But Stephen, Tara, and Johnny could quite easily just backdoor their way to the final just by doing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
That's what we love to do.
So yeah,
right. So we've got one more episode to come out soon, everyone, because it's already the release schedule is really weird. It's 3 episodes, 2 episodes, then it's 1 episode a week.
Yes,
so I don't know what Peacock are doing, but here we are.
Well, they've got a reason. There may not be a rhyme to it, but there's some reason to it, and we're going to follow it. So we got one more episode to come out of this one this week, and then we'll just follow the pattern after that. And if you want to get in touch with us in the interim, you can by going to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and on there it's got all the links to our social media, but also ways you can watch and listen to us on YouTube and Spotify, or any of your favourite podcast apps. If you are watching us right now, you can comment underneath the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell. What's that new thing we found out you can do on YouTube?
Hype
us. Go on. Hype us.
Go to YouTube. Watch the video and just
there's a button at the bottom that says, do
you
want to hype it? And you click on it. But I think you can only do it. It's a bit like...
We don't know what it does.
No, we don't really know what it does. So that's why we want you to do it, so we can find out what it does. And if you want to help us monetarily, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 one-off or monthly donation. All the information is on there, how to do that.
Lovely, right. Well, we're going to go watch the next episode now. So we will see you all again soon. Goodbye.